Hi, second grade. How you doing? Hey, I thought we would take a little trip today. You'll notice that I have my hat on, my glasses, my guitar, I have water bottle and backpack. I think I'm ready for my trip. Plus my map on the wall. Yeah, we can't go anywhere, so let's take a pretend trip. How about if we head to the Rocky Mountains? Yeah, we can sing all the way there. How about this? Hello, boys and girls. Hola, niños, niñas. Yeah, I think we need to get started. Let's go. Here we go. Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain high. When you're on that Rocky Mountain, hang your head and cry. Do, 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 remember me. Do, 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 remember me. Sunny Valley, Sunny Valley low. When you're on that sunny valley, sing it soft and slow. Do, 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 remember me. Do, 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 remember me. Stormy ocean, stormy ocean, stormy ocean wide. When you're on that deep blue sea, there's no place you can hide. Do, 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 remember me. Do, 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 remember me. Last week that was really good, by the way. Last week we were talking about measuring things, and we talked about how we measure music, but let's just review the tools we use to measure certain things. I found this ruler, and we use 12 inches equals a foot, and in the 12 inches, every single inch is a special section, right? And then it becomes one big 12 inches is a foot, even though my ruler is old and it went to 15 inches. And then we also talked about how if you needed to measure something that was longer than 12 inches, you might have to get a tape measure or something else. And my tape measure is very, 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 very long. And yeah, it's really long. But as we think about taking our trip, how would we find out how we're going to go on a trip? How would we measure how far we're going? Tricky, huh? That's a question we will answer later. Because we're going to go back to talking about measuring music. That's right. In music, we talked about measure. If we measure something, that is a verb. Measure becomes a verb. But in music, it's a noun. We identify a measure of music. That measure of music, yeah, it becomes a noun for us. So in music, we love the word measure. Now, last week, we also talked about how there were two beats. We took all the steady beats and divided them into groups of two. And we had a two at the beginning. Two beats per measure right here. We have a two at the beginning, and then we looked and we divided all these beats. So we had a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we have two groups of beats in every measure. On top of those beats is how we can make the sounds longer or shorter. But we have to have actual measures because we have to measure our music. So today, we just sang Rocky Mountain to go on our trip. Mrs. Martin created another chart. And you're going to say, whoa, what is this, Miss Martin? This is crazy. Well, let me just say that it doesn't have a 2, does it? It has a 4. 4 means we've taken the steady beats and grouped them into groups of 4. 4 beats in a measure. Not 2 beats in a measure. 4 beats in a measure. Let's count them. Ready? Here we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first measure. Second measure, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you'll notice there's a special symbol up there, but we'll get to that later. So right now we have 2 measures of 4 beats each. And what is my guiding compass? My number that tells me we have 4 beats in a measure? The top number right there. That top number is pretty awesome. Yeah, it's kind of like my roadmap. It helps me get to what I need to think about when I'm reading my rhythm. Now, watch Rocky Mountain. I'm going to take off my guitar for a second. As I set it down, I would like you to think about Rocky Mountain. It is a fun song, and it's a great place to go. Well, we can't go today, but if you can go, it's really fun. So, if we want, let's see what this symbol is and why it's sitting there. Let's take the words, because the words help us define, sometimes, help us define the length of the sounds and also the length of the notes. Yeah, the rhythm part of the music. So, let's sing the song and follow my hands. I have one flat hand here because That symbol up there, I'm going to show you a special motion that we can feel something about it. You ready? Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain high. When you're on that Rocky Mountain, hang your head and cry. Do, 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 remember me. Do, 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 remember me. What did you notice? What did I do with the last part? Watch, I'll point to it as we sing. Here we go, Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain high. How many beats did I point to as I was holding that note? How many beats? Watch again. Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain high. I held that note for 2 beats. Yes, the length of that note was for over 2 whole beats out of 4. So half the measure went to 1 sound. Let's take it again. Here we go. Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain high. 2 beats, huh? Now, this symbol right here tells us when we see it in a song that has 4 beats in a measure, when we see that symbol, we go, oh, I have to hold that sound, that note for 2 counts. And we identify that as a half note. That's right, half note. Everybody read half note. Note is easy to read because it's N-O-T-E and that silent E makes the O say its name. But half is a little tricky because it's H-A-L-F. Half. Do you hear the L? I don't hear the L. It's silent. It's in the spelling, but it is not heard. So let's spell the word half. H-A-L-F. Half. And the note, N-O-T-E, note. Read the whole identification. Ready? Half note. And when we see that symbol, we say, oh, it's a half note. Half note. Very good. All right. Well, let's sing Rocky Mountain one more time. Whole song. Catch the rhythm of the words and make sure you feel the half notes. Here we go. Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain high. When you're on that Rocky Mountain, hang your head and cry. Do, 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 remember me. Do, 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 remember me. Very nice. Well done. Yeah. You never know when you're going on a trip if you need a drink of water. So if you need to, you can go get a drink of water and come back because we're going to do some more singing. What was that? Is there a woodpecker in here? Woodpeckers are birds that, peck on the trees and it makes a really weird noise. Oh my goodness. I have a song about that. Who is tapping at my window? Who's tapping at my door? I don't know. Let's sing the song. Are you ready? You never know because this song even has 2 people that it identifies. Not by name, but listen carefully. Who's that tapping at my window? Who's that knocking at my door? Mammy's tapping at my window. Pappy's knocking at my door. Ooh, what did you notice about the first 2 words? Who's that? Who's that? That's a long note, huh? Let's watch. Here we go. Who's that tapping at my window? Who's that knocking at my door? What kind of notes did we use? What kind of notes? If you said half note, you were right. Except this half note, the half note in our new song, is at the beginning. Who's that? So we have first two beats is 1 whole half note. Who's that? Who's that? There we go. Let's sing it. Here we go. Ready? We start with 2 half notes. Who's that tapping at my window? Who's that knocking at my door? Mammy's tapping at my window. Pappy's knocking at my door. Now, I need you to practice that song because we're going to come back to that another day. Are you ready? Last time through. Here we go. Who's that tapping at my window? Who's that knocking at my door? Mammy's tapping at my window. Pappy's knocking at my door. Yeah, I love it. I can't imagine them being out here on our trip with us, but you never know. Oh my goodness, I dropped my glasses. That's not a good thing. But, you know, as we're up here in the hills, it reminds me of another fun song. Do you remember the Noble Duke of York? How many men did he have? As I grab my ukulele that's stuck on the rack here. Let's grab the ukulele. Yeah. Here we go. The Noble Duke of York, how many men did he have? You ready? Oh, the Noble Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Now, you know this song, so let's see if we can do the movements, okay? And I'm going to try to play the ukulele and stand up and sit down. You ready? Here we go. Oh, the Noble Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. I forgot a motion in there. Let's do it again. Here we go. Oh, the Noble Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. Oh, and when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Woo! Yeah, we love that song because you get some exercise. I hope you guys are getting exercise because it's really important to get outside. And now the weather is getting so nice. Yeah, we're going to put away our long pants and take out our short pants. That half note reminds me of long pants. So before we leave, since we're in the mountains, I thought it'd be fun to go on a bear hunt. Do you know what a bear hunt? Have we ever gone on a bear hunt? I don't know, but I may need my glasses because who knows what we're going to see, right? So as we go on this bear hunt, I am going to be doing some motions with my hands as we keep a nice steady beat. So please echo me. I'll say it and then you echo. Here we go. Let's go on a bear hunt. Ready, let's go. I see a wheat field. Can't go under it. Can't go over it. Gotta go through it. Made it through that wheat field. That was quite the wheat field. I see a swamp. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Gotta go through it. It was smelly in that swamp. Yeah. I see a river. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Let's cross it. Jump in the boat and row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. I see a cave. Can't go over it. Can't go around it. Let's go in it. Ooh, it's dark in here. I feel something furry. It's got a cold nose. It's a bear! Ah! Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Whew. See any bears? Not anywheres. Ha ha ha, we're safe. Home at last. I am so happy. Yeah. Boys and girls, it's been fun traveling with you, but let's just review a little bit here. We have how many beats in a measure when we see a number 4 at the beginning of our song? 4 beats in a measure when we see a 4. And what happens if we see a 2 at the beginning of our song? We know there are 2 beats in a measure. And this lovely symbol here is called a half note because it's 2 beats. And you can practice singing that. And then last but not least, how do we measure traveling from one city to another? If I wanted to drive from Dublin over to Galway in Ireland, how would I figure that out? Well, I'd use a map, and I would see that there are little miles, little numbers printed all along this road, so I would know how many miles I'm actually going. It's pretty cool. Maps, I love maps. And if you really want to investigate them, see if you can go to AAA, and they give out free maps. Not right now, but once we get out of this stay-at-home order, okay? All right, well, boys and girls, thanks for going on my trip with me. I really had a good time with you today. We sang Rocky Mountain and Who's That Tapping at My Window, and we also sang The Noble Duke of York, and then we went on a bear hunt. Woo, what a busy day. It was lovely. Goodbye, boys and girls. Adios, niños, niñas. We'll see you next week.